When you step onto a commercial plane, you're entering a flying machine more advanced than most cars, computers, even space rockets in some ways. And yet most people have no clue what's really going on behind the scenes. So in this video, we're revealing 10 surprising facts about commercial planes that'll change how you think about flying. From pilot routines and hidden cargo, to engine tricks, secret compartments, and that myth about planes dumping waste in the sky. Let's dive in. Fact number 1, planes fly with surprisingly little extra fuel. You'd think commercial jets would pack in as much fuel as possible for every flight. Just in case. But actually, carrying extra fuel adds extra weight, and that burns even more fuel, which costs airlines millions. So how much fuel do they carry? It's calculated precisely for each trip. By regulation, planes must carry enough to reach the destination, enough to reach an alternate airport in case of diversion, and 45 minutes worth of extra flying time. That's it. In many cases, fuel loads are fine-tuned down to the gallon by flight dispatchers on the ground. Pilots can request more if needed, especially in bad weather, but they also have to consider weight limits and efficiency. Fact number 2, cargo makes more money than passengers. Most people think airlines make their money from ticket sales. And while that's true to a point, the real profit often comes from what's underneath you. Below the cabin, commercial jets carry tons of cargo: mail, electronics, food, medicine, even pets and racehorses. In fact, on many long-haul routes, cargo revenue can exceed passenger revenue, especially for airlines with strong freight operations like Emirates, Qatar, or Lufthansa. Some airlines even retrofit passenger planes to carry more cargo when demand is high. Like during the pandemic when shipping rates surged and people weren't flying. So next time you complain about baggage fees, just remember, that cargo down there might be paying more than you are. Fact number 3, the black box is bright orange. We all hear about the black box in plane crashes, but did you know it's not black at all? It's bright orange with reflective tape, so it's easier to spot in wreckage or underwater. Commercial planes have 2 of them: a cockpit voice recorder, CVR, that records everything said or heard in the cockpit, a flight data recorder, FDR, that logs hundreds of flight parameters like altitude, speed, control positions, and more. These devices are encased in crash-proof, fireproof, waterproof housing. They're tested against extremes. Think 100 fire for an hour and being dropped from 10,000 feet, and they don't transmit anything. They're physically recovered, often taking weeks after an accident. Fact number 4, planes can fly and land on one engine. Here's a question people always ask. What happens if an engine fails mid-flight? Short answer, nothing dramatic. Modern twin-engine jets like the Boeing 737 or Airbus A320 are designed to keep flying and even land safely on just one engine. These aircraft are certified under a system called ETOPS, meaning they can fly up to 370 minutes, over 6 hours, away from the nearest airport, on one engine if necessary. Pilots train for engine-out scenarios regularly in simulators, and the plane's systems automatically compensate for asymmetrical thrust. It's not ideal, but it's not an emergency. Planes are built for it. You probably wouldn't even notice unless the pilot announced it. Fact number 5, pilots sleep on long flights legally. Yes, pilots do sleep during flights. No, they're not being lazy. It's actually required. On flights longer than around 8 hours, there are usually 3 or 4 pilots on board. While 2 are in the cockpit, the others rest in crew quarters, small hidden rooms, often above the passenger cabin. It's called controlled rest, and it ensures that pilots are alert during takeoff, landing, or emergencies. Even on shorter flights, pilots can take brief naps during cruise under strict conditions, with the other pilot fully in control, and studies show it helps reduce fatigue and improve safety. So yes, you actually want your pilot to get some sleep. Fact number 6, airplane tires can handle extreme impact. Let's talk about landing, one of the most intense moments for a plane's hardware. Every time a commercial plane lands, its tires hit the runway at 150, 180 mm, while supporting up to 100 tons. And they do this hundreds of times before needing to be replaced. Airplane tires are built differently, inflated up to 200 psi layers of steel and nylon precision balance for high-speed rotation. They're built to flex and absorb that impact. And just in case, every plane has multiple tires per gear leg in case one fails. The smoke you see on landing, that's from the tire rubber instantly spinning up from 0 to 170 miles per hour. Fact number 7. Wing flaps are aerodynamic wizardry. Those moving parts on the wings during takeoff or landing, they're not just for show, they're aerodynamic shapeshifters. Planes need wings that work well at both high speeds, cruise, and low speeds, takeoff landing. To do that, planes use flaps. Extend backward to increase surface area, slats, extend forward to smooth airflow together. They increase lift and drag, letting the plane take off and land at lower speeds safely. Without these, a 737 would need a runway twice as long to get off the ground. Fact number 8. Cockpit doors are basically fortresses. Since 9/11, cockpit security has completely changed. Modern cockpit doors are bulletproof, locked from inside, and can't be opened from the cabin without pilot approval. There's a video camera to see who's outside, and a code system that only alerts the crew. It doesn't unlock the door. If a pilot leaves to use the restroom, a flight attendant blocks access with a service card or even stands guard. In extreme situations, the cockpit can be sealed off completely until landing. Fact number 9. Turbulence feels scary, but it's not dangerous. Turbulence is the one reason people are afraid of flying. But here's the truth. Turbulence is common, predictable, and safe. Most turbulence is caused by weather fronts, jet streams, mountains. Wakes from other aircraft. Modern planes are designed to flex and absorb turbulence. In fact, the wings should move. That's part of their design. And pilots? They often know it's coming in advance and adjust altitude or speed. Almost all turbulence injuries happen to people not wearing seatbelts. So buckle up and you're fine. Fact number 10. Planes don't dump waste midair. Let's bust a myth once and for all. Planes do not dump toilet waste into the sky. Ever. Every flush goes into a sealed tank in the cargo hold. After landing, airport crews connect a vacuum hose and safely dispose of it. That old urban legend about blue ice falling from the sky? Extremely rare, and usually due to a leak, not a dump. So yeah, you're safe from aerial poop attacks. So the next time you're flying, look around, because the seat, the engines, the flaps, even the tires have a story you never knew. Aviation is full of brilliant engineering and fascinating facts hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know which plane myth or question you want me to cover next. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next one.